Two decades of service, an interview from the podcast Reverse Mortgage Radio. Reverse Mortgage Radio. Ted, thank you for sitting down with us today. You've spent the last 21 years as a reverse mortgage professional, earning the title the voice of reverse mortgage. Over 2 decades, you've seen the industry evolve tremendously. To start with, what are the most significant changes you've witnessed in the reverse mortgage landscape since you began? Ted Butler. Great question. When I first entered the industry, reverse mortgages were often misunderstood. Many people thought they were a last resort for financially struggling seniors. Over the years, education and regulation have transformed perceptions. One of the biggest changes has been the government's involvement through the Federal Housing Administration, FHA, and the Home Equity Conversion Mortgage, HECM program, created in 1987 and signed into federal law in 1988. These additions have provided safeguards to make reverse mortgages more consumer friendly. Additionally, financial planners now view them as a strategic tool rather than just emergency funds. Technology has also played a massive role. When I started, everything was done manually, but today we have online applications, educational webinars, and more sophisticated calculators to help seniors make informed decisions. Reverse Mortgage Radio. Since you've mentioned misconceptions, what do you think are the biggest myths surrounding reverse mortgages and how do you address them? Ted Butler. One of the biggest myths is that the bank will take your home. In reality, with an FHA insured reverse mortgage, the borrower retains home ownership, just like with a traditional mortgage. The difference is that instead of making monthly payments, the loan balance grows over time and is typically repaid when the borrower sells, moves out permanently, or passes away. Another common myth is that reverse mortgages are only for people who are desperate. While they do help those with financial challenges, they are increasingly being used as a smart financial strategy by affluent retirees. Some use them to delay Social Security benefits, fund long-term care, or diversify retirement income. There's also the concern that heirs will be left with massive debt. The truth is, heirs have options. They can sell the home, refinance it into a traditional mortgage, or walk away without any personal liability, thanks to the non-recourse feature of HECMs. Reverse Mortgage Radio. That's incredibly enlightening. Given these myths and misunderstandings, how has consumer education improved over the years? Ted Butler. It has improved significantly, but there's always more work to do. 20 years ago, most people learned about reverse mortgages through word of mouth or the occasional newspaper ad. Today, we have online education portals, government-mandated counseling, financial workshops, and YouTube channels explaining the ins and outs of these products. One of the biggest game changers has been the rise of independent financial advisors incorporating reverse mortgages into their retirement planning discussions. More seniors are actively seeking information rather than waiting until they are in financial distress. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, and the National Reverse Mortgage Lenders Association, NRMLA, have also played major roles in ensuring clearer communication and ethical lending practices. That said, misinformation is still widespread, particularly on social media. This is why professionals like myself to continue to push for greater transparency and accurate reporting on what reverse mortgages can and cannot do. RM Radio. With all of these changes and the growing awareness, what trends do you see shaping the future of reverse mortgages? Ted Butler. The future is bright. I think we're going to see even more innovation in how reverse mortgages are structured and marketed. HUD just increased their HECM lending limit to $1,209,750. Proprietary reverse mortgage products, those not insured by the FHA, have been growing in popularity. These products cater to higher value homes and provide more flexibility than traditional HECMs. Another trend is the integration of reverse mortgages with holistic retirement planning. More financial advisors are recognizing the benefits of leveraging home equity as part of a well-rounded retirement strategy. We're also seeing younger retirees in their early 60s or even mid 50s considering reverse mortgages earlier rather than waiting until their late 70s or 80s. Technology will continue to improve accessibility. The application process is becoming more streamlined, and artificial intelligence is playing a role in helping borrowers understand their options better. Finally, policy changes will always shape the industry. As retirement demographics shift and more people enter retirement with mortgage debt, I expect further refinements to reverse mortgage regulations to ensure sustainability and affordability for future generations. Add to that purchase, the use of this program to buy a home is dramatically changing the acceptance of the program, not only by consumers, but realtors and builders. Reverse mortgage radio. Those are some exciting developments. Finally, what advice would you give to seniors and their families who are considering a reverse mortgage but are hesitant? Ted Butler. My biggest piece of advice is to get educated. Don't rely on hearsay or what a friend told you. Talk to an expert. Do your research and understand how the product fits into your unique situation. I also recommend including family members in the conversation. Heirs should be aware of how a reverse mortgage works so there are no surprises down the road. A lot of hesitation comes from misinformation, so once people see the facts and understand the safeguards in place, they feel more confident in making a decision. Finally, work with someone who is transparent and ethical. Reverse mortgages aren't a one-size-fits-all solution. A good advisor will walk you through all your options and make sure you're making the best choice for your financial future. If something feels rushed or too good to be true, take a step back and reassess. Reverse Mortgage Radio. Ted, this has been an incredibly insightful conversation. Thank you for sharing your expertise and experiences with us. It's clear that reverse mortgages have come a long way, and your dedication to educating seniors has made a real difference. Ted Butler. Thank you. It's been my pleasure. Helping seniors make informed decisions about their home equity is my passion, and I'm glad to be part of an industry that continues to evolve for the better. The Reverse Mortgage Radio podcast can be found online at Spotify, iHeart, Apple, YouTube, and Podbean. Ted Butler, Home Equity Retirement Specialist, serves Washington, California, Arizona, Idaho, and Oregon, and his number is 425-891-6644.